That's it? That is it? That's how they're wrapping up this season? What did Barry do? What? Oh my God, Barry. Oh my God. So, I'm sitting there. Okay, wait, hang on a second. What I'm talking about is the season finale of The Flash. Duh, I'm sure you read the title of the YouTube subscription or description, whatever the fuck it is. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching the end, and Barry's outside with Iris and they're having this nice moment, and I'm thinking to myself, God, I love happy endings. What the fuck is that? Are we being invaded? Jesus Christ. Right? Anyway, I don't know what the fuck that was. So they're sitting out front and they're having a moment. I'm thinking, oh God, I'm a sucker, man. I love a happy ending. And of course, Barry's got to fuck it all up. But before I talk about the ending, let's try and start from the beginning. I didn't quite catch the name of the episode, so let's just call it the season finale of The Flash. It opens up right where it ends. Yesterday or last week's show ends with Zoom shanking Henry, Barry's dad. All I'm thinking is, Barry, fuck this guy up, dude. I mean, Barry is, and rightfully so. But I wanted him, I know it's not the superhero creed, whatever. He should have fucked Zoom up. I don't blame him for fucking Zoom up. But Zoom gets the best of him. Zoom's a tricky bastard. He does that whole time remnant thing and fucks Barry up. But Barry, man, that whole scene, they're racing around, it was a great scene, and that's what I love about The Flash, are those Flash moments. The drama, whatever, I know, it's for whatever, but those Flash moments where they're going up the building and Barry's tossing Zoom around and he's stepping on the air conditioner, it's fucking great. And when Zoom splits himself in two, makes the time remnant, that was great as well. And he really screwed Barry in the end. So after that, we have Joe's dead. They bury Joe. Not Joe. I keep messing them up. My three dads. Henry's dead. They bury Henry. They go back to the house and they're having dinner. And Barry's right back in business. We got to get Zoom. And everybody's like, we can't do it, we'll do this later, have something to eat, blah, blah, blah. Zoom comes and he challenges Barry to a race for the fastest man alive, which really is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, ever. And for them to think for a second that's all that Zoom wanted was to race the Flash, that was dumb. But that wasn't really Jay's MO. He was gonna make this, I don't know, time bomb to destroy. They figured it out. He wants to make this thing to destroy the multiverse. Oh my God, and it was great because I fucking love the multiverse. And I love how The Flash, the show, embraces the multiverse like a warm blankie on a cold day. I fucking love the multiverse. And to hear Barry even say he's got to save the multiverse, God damn, it was fucking awesome. The rest of them, Joe, Iris, Cisco, Snow, I said Iris, not Wally, Jesse, and Harry. They end up tossing Barry into one of those cells, which, wow, I couldn't believe. They try and take Zoom on their own, and actually they do a pretty fucking good job. They get Zoom down, Cisco opens up a portal to Earth 2, and Joe, coming out of nowhere, pow! Pow! With the things in the neck, tranking him right in the neck. Of course, Zoom takes Joe with him into the rupture, back to Earth 2, and it closes. So now Joe's on Earth 2. They are going to say, fuck it to Joe, when Wally comes along. And Wally's all upset, that he wasn't included in the decision to, whatever happens, that decision. And I'm really pissed off that Wally and Jesse, neither one of them fucking ran. God. Oh, they teased the shit out of that. The breach is closed. Jay has Joe, he's in chains, and what's the first thing Wally does? Finally, Wally does something right. He frees Barry out of that cell. They go up and Barry and Wally confront everybody. As a small segue, let's talk about Wally for just a second. Back at the house after the funeral, after Henry's funeral, Wally for the first time was actually fucking cool. Like, yo, I didn't know you were the Flash. Of course he didn't know because they were all hiding from him. But he was like thankful for saving me, all that. And he finally had some respect for Barry. And Barry, of course, Barry's distraught because of Henry. But it was still a good moment finally for Wally. Because, man, he was being such a fucking bitch. I don't know where I was in my recap. Yeah, okay. So Wally and Barry are confronting everybody about Joe being sucked over to Earth 2. They come up with some zany plan to... I don't know if they can really come up with... Yes, that's what happens. Barry is going to run the race. He is going to run a race, and he is determined to beat Zoom. Of course, everybody's like, you ain't doing it, you're too angry. And I sort of agree with them. He was too pissed off. Cisco does his vibe thing, sends the transmission of Barry over to Earth 2, blah, 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 blah. Barry accepts the challenge. Zoom comes with Joe, not Henry, Joe. Oh, that's the other thing. Jay is monologuing to Henry. Joe, damn it. Jay is monologuing to Joe about who is in the Iron Mask and who does it turn out to be. This whole long story. Zoom knew all along that there was a multiverse. He knew that there was all these different Earths. He was traveling to all these different Earths. That's what he's been doing all his time, not watching episodes, reruns of Seinfeld and Friends on Netflix. It turns out the guy in the Iron Mask was the real Jay Garrick. Very nice. Nice. It could have been anybody. It could have been anybody, but it was nice how they redeemed Jay. That Zoom, Hunter Zolomon, actually physically took Jay's persona, locked him away, and became the Scarlet Speedster from Earth 2. Man, I am really... I'm all over the place here. Alright, so let's get to the big part. So, they come down to do the race, and it was fucking awesome. Again, it's fucking awesome because they're doing Flash shit. They're running, and what does Barry do? God, I mean, Barry was fucking losing. Barry does the time remnant, splits himself in two, and totally fucks with Zoom. It was a great moment, and Zoom didn't see it coming. It was awesome. Can I say one more time? One more time. It was a great moment to see the two Flashes boop, 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 doing their one thing. I mean, there's so much science jargon, such scientician bullshit that goes on that they say it's hilarious. It's not really funny, but they say it with such, you know, belief, conviction, that it actually sounds like real science. But the one Flash was running around the base of the time bomb, whatever the fuck it was. The Matrix, not the Matrix, I don't know, whatever the hell it was, the Maleficent, and our Barry was pounding the hell out of Zoom, which was nice to see, get that aggression out. And of course, the time remnant has to sacrifice himself to stop the bomb, the multiverse bomb that, you know, Zoom's doing a lot of this going on. Of course he does. He stops it. I mean, everything. And then Barry, man, pounding the fuck, I mean, pounding the fuck out of Zoom. And Zoom's like, faces all this, masks all this, and he's like, yeah, you're the hero, Barry, you're not gonna kill me. And meanwhile, I'm sitting there, do it, Barry, do it. You know what, fuck it, do it. Pound his head in. And Barry's like, this is, now look, I'm gonna do what Barry did. You might not be able to see my fist, but believe me, my fist is there. He was going, and he's like, I don't have to. And here comes the Speed Force Ghost, whatever the fuck they're called, and they take the fake Jay Zoom away. Wow. So, you know, I was thinking, man, this show is nice, man. We got a nice happy ending here. It's like I got a massage and a real happy ending. Well, I mean, that's what I hear that happens after a massage. I've never really had one. Anyway, Barry's depressed, and maybe rightfully so, and everybody's somewhat happy about everything. And I was mentioning at the start of the show how Iris and Barry were having that moment, and goddamn, oh, that was the other thing. Oh my God. We gotta back up just a little bit. Again, when Barry's about to face Zoom, they're all like encouraging him, and Iris says to him, kick his ass, which was awesome. But does she lay one on him? I mean, come on. When are these two gonna kiss finally? Another perfect moment for those two to make out something. Of course not. But at the end, when they're having that moment, finally they set up this nice dramatic piece and they smooched. God damn. He should have put his hand up her shirt or something, get a cop a feel. That's what I would have done. After all that time, at least cop a feel. Anyway, Barry's empty inside. This is what Barry's saying. He's feeding Iris this bullshit. I'm empty inside. I'm hollow. My dad's like, oh my God. How could I forget? Man, I'm really going over here. How could I forget? So, yeah. So, before all this, right behind, after they defeat Zoom, but before this moment happens with Iris and Barry, they're back at Star Labs and they're unmasking the Man in the Iron Mask. Of course we know it's Jay Garrick because Zoom earlier was monologuing about it, and they take off the mask, and who the fuck is it? I mean, you know, it's not too surprising. I kind of saw it coming, but it's Barry's dad. I mean, it's not Henry, but it's Henry's doppelganger. That's what I'm trying for. White teeth and all. I'm surprised not one of them said, yo, God damn. When was the last time you brushed and your teeth are still that fucking white? But that was the redemption of Jay Garrick, which was really cool to see, which the producers have been saying all along. Everybody on the internet, as per usual, had sticks up their asses along with their panties wedged up there about Zoom, Jay Garrick being bad, and in the comics they're disrespecting him, blah, blah, blah. All this bullshit, and here he is. It's Barry's dad, Henry, and he's in the modified Jay Garrick suit. Looks great. I mean, it was a great moment. It was a great moment. And they gave him, he didn't wear the helmet as Jay Garrick did, because it turns out that this Jay Garrick was from Earth 3. He didn't wear that fancy helmet, but he decided to take the helmet as his own, which was cool. And to see him with the helmet, with the color scheme, was very, very cool. Nice touch. All right, so we're back to where we were 5 seconds ago, back to where we were at the beginning of the show with Barry and Iris having that moment. And Barry saying to Iris that he's empty inside, and Iris said, you know, Barry, you waited all those years for me. It's the least I can do is to wait for you. And she goes inside, and here I'm thinking he was gonna get Earth 2 or something, but no. Barry's gotta fuck it all up. He fucked everything up. He starts running, and what's he do? He fixes the time stream again. Not only does he fix it, he goes back. He goes back to when Reverse Flash is about to kill his mom, and he stops Reverse Flash from killing his mom. And at the same time, after he stops him, he looks over at the door where early or late last season, I think it was the last episode, Barry was watching Flash. It's just all time fucked up. That Flash was watching Barry not kill or stopping Zoom or Anti-Flash. You can see him all over the place. Anyway, that Flash from the finale of season 1 disappeared because it never happened. That moment never happened because Barry's mom never dies. And she's crying, and Barry's like, just, you know, everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be okay, I'm not gonna hurt you, everything's gonna be okay. And that is how it ends. And now I'm gonna bring this full circle, how I started this fucking show off 17 minutes ago. That's it. That's how they end the show? What the fuck? I mean, Barry just screwed everything up. How come Barry just didn't disappear like the version of him that was watching him do all this shit? Oh my God. This is what I love about The Flash. It's what I love about the multiverse, and it's what I love about time travel. This fucked up shit where things can be changed, and like Homer's dad said, if you ever go back in time, watch what you do. And it's the truth.